Radical.
So every year, Angry Joe has a review of the newest Madden, and it's usually not a good review. Actually, it's usually very scathing bad reviews, and I would be shocked if there's actually one year where Angry Joe actually gave a good review to a Madden game. I don't really see that happening. Even if, let's say, EA put out an amazing Madden game, I think he's just too committed to criticizing Madden, and there's a lot to criticize, definitely. It's almost an annual tradition, and people on his channel, his subscribers, look forward to the yearly Shitting on Madden Angry Joe review. So that was actually one comment that Angry Joe hearted. Believe it or not, he hearted a comment from somebody that was not a big channel. I checked, just a regular commenter. So, hey, you get a golf clap, Mr. Joe, for actually hearting comments from regular people in the Angry Joe army. That's actually pretty cool. Not all content creators of Angry Joe's level of subscribers actually do that or even get in their comment section. Not sure if you got in the comment section, but it's always a thumbs up to see creators that are on the bigger end of things getting in their comment section, actually, interacting with their audience. Reminds me of that one time that when he got criticized years back when he actually shut down his entire comment section. Any of you remember that? Oh, those were interesting times. Back in those times, though, something was different about Joe. Something was different about Joe. It was his, how much Joe there was. There was a lot less Joe back then than there is right now. In fact, I'm going to edit in and put a picture here from a Mortal Kombat review from 2011 showing the Joe back then versus the Joe now. Now this has been about, 15 years ago, so it's been a good amount of time has passed. Instantly, though, you see that that's about half a Joe. There's a lot more Joe right now. He's nowhere near, let's say, a Boogie Woogie Woogie 2988, but in this trajectory, by the time he's maybe Boogie's age or beyond, I worry a little bit about Joe, right? A lot of you think I'm heartless, just a heartless bastard, but no. I sometimes legitimately worry about my fellow man or fellow woman. Remember years back I talked about Desparu's teeth, and hopefully he's got that situation cleared up with his teeth. But now I'm just a bit concerned about Joe's weight. And it's not a situation where he has a really big frame to put all that weight on. The guy's pretty short. Was he like 5'5", 5'6" or something? I'm not sure. But he's a short guy, but he's a wide guy. He's gained a lot of weight. And I know in the thumbnail I put something from The Simpsons, somebody holding up large lad donuts. It could be donuts. It could be cookies. It could be cupcakes. It could be anything, right? That has contributed to him gaining so much weight from 2011 to right now 2011? Yeah. That was from the picture. You had Mortal Kombat review. From 2011 to 2025. But you see the title of this is Angry Joe Shouldn't Be Selling G Fuel on YouTube. That's the other component I want to speak on. Number one, I hope Joe gets his weight under control. I have some tips maybe if you ever want to stop by and actually ask me how to lose weight. I used to be, believe it or not, a little bit overweight. Not quite like Joe, but I lost weight. I slimmed and trimmed down. And, a lot of things can happen when you gain weight. The dreaded diabetes, the heart disease, a lot of things can happen. So I'm just a concerned citizen out here. Want to concern people that, are looking out for the health of others. Now, I don't know much about G Fuel. I know a lot of YouTubers shill this G Fuel stuff, and I know PewDiePie actually has a partnership with G Fuel right now. Apparently, from what I know, it's Gamer Fuel, which is fucking hilarious. Stop me if I've talked about this before. Actually, no, you can't stop me from talking about this if I've talked about it before. But it's just so funny that there's this idea out there that we need to get more fuel to the gamers, to the hardcore gamers, the people that sit on their fucking ass and lean over like that meme from that fat bald dude, playing in the South Park episode, the fact that we need to get more fuel into the bodies of these people so they can stay up longer and just play more video games. No, we need to get these motherfuckers outside. Joe included. Get your fat ass on a treadmill, okay? For your own health. Go outside. Feel the sunlight. Touch some grass. Just get outside, get out of the basement, and actually, worry about your own health. So yeah, I don't think that Joe of all people should be the one selling, or one of the ones selling G Fuel. I think they should be more selective on who they have sell their product. And maybe to them, they don't care. As long as someone has a big following on YouTube, they will try to get them to sell their product. But I know it's never going to be a situation where Joe can tell people, hey, if you want to have as much energy and look as good as me and slim and trim, you got to get this G Fuel. That's not going to happen. If it were 2011, Angry Joe, sure. That would make sense as somebody trying to sell people an energy product. But I just don't see how the guy has a whole lot of energy being so hefty. Now, if there was a partnership with Hefty Bags or something like that, or a partnership with, I don't know, like Doritos, that would make sense. Doritos, yeah, that would make sense. If Doritos or Ruffles or Lay's wanted to have a partnership with Angry Joe, that would make sense. Or the Oreo people, because that's accurate. This is what you look like if you eat a lot of Lay's, Oreos, Ho-Hos, Hostess, Ding Dongs, Twinkies, whatever. This is the body you get if you eat that kind of stuff.